welcome back to the Muppet Vlogs. This is episode 9. This one was titled Going Gonzo. I think I got that right. Obviously the 9th episode of the new series, and we have Jeremy back with us today again. Hey! So we just watched it again with his family this week, and so we just came back from watching it. What were your thoughts on the episode?
I loved it. There was so much stuff about it that just brought back like old feelings of the Muppets.
It did.
The way all of them interacted with each other. Of course, Gonzo doing his stunts.
Yes, I was saying that. I was so looking forward to this. I was saying that while we were watching this show. I was like, yes, we finally have Gonzo doing stunts. And you know what, actually, I was waiting to bring this up at some point. It seems like lately in a lot of like media besides like the movies that have come out recently, it seems like Gonzo's like been kind of like a tired old person, it seems like, or like he's like, I don't know, just like he's just like a writer and he doesn't do a whole lot except talk, but like I'm used to the Gonzo where he's like, yeah, stunts, woohoo, I'm gonna blow my brain up, yeah, you know, but that was cool. We've got to finally see him do a stunt again.
It was so good.
Yes.
And like we didn't know if he was gonna do it for a while, and then him coming through was just so good. It
was really good. I liked that. I liked that he was nervous about it, which was kind of like, oh, it doesn't seem like he would be too worried, but at the same time there was a bit of an arc. I do wish they kind of went more into like why he stopped doing stunts.
Yeah.
You know, but I do like that it was like he used to do stunts and now he wants to get back into doing it because he misses those days and then he's nervous about it, but then, spoiler alert, he decides to do it in the end. It actually was really kind of a heartwarming ending.
It was really nice. I like that he did it for him. He didn't do it for the glory or anything. He was like I didn't even see any cameras on him at the time.
Yeah, that's right. There were no camera. No, you're absolutely right, because he was supposed to do this stunt for Miss Piggy's show, but then he decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go do it anyway. Because yeah, you're right, aren't you? They had a lot of people were like supporting him, like, yeah, we're so excited, you get to live your dream when we didn't get to live our dream, and I guess that's why he felt a lot of pressure to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it was like, okay, never mind, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. To Dave Grohl, of all people, too.
Yes.
That was great. I have a big soft spot for Dave Grohl because he was in Nirvana and I'm from Seattle, so.
Of course.
Yeah. And what else did you like about the episode?
I really liked how Joseph Gordon-Levitt played. I like how he was like a poker shark.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, so also Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I know I'm doing a lot of talking in this episode, but oh my god, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that is the celebrity love of my life. I don't care that he's married and has a baby, he will be mine one day. Oh my god.
She's so in love with him, guys.
I know. I was so happy. I wish there was a little bit more of him, but I loved watching him sing, and I loved that he basically, yeah, he was kind of trolling a little bit.
It was great. Like,
he played poker.
First, his singing voice was beautiful.
I know!
And I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's so good.
That was good too, to have the moon.
Yeah, to have the moon swinging around.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I was talking to somebody who worked on that episode, and I kind of agree with them. I think that intro could have been a little bit more fast-paced, and there could have been a bit more chaos going on. It was still really funny, and I like that Gonzo, like, I don't know how they did that, where like he was like in the air and you saw him from far away and he was like fiddling with his foot and everything like that.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, it must have been some kind of green screen stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely, but it was just cool however they shot it.
It was great.
It was really good.
It was really convincing.
Yeah, it was really convincing. It was like, oh my god, no, Gonzo, oh.
Yes. And the number itself was great, the duet, and then the poker after where, was it? No, Pepe wasn't trying to play him.
It kind of was. So it was Rizzo more than anything.
Yeah, Rizzo was trying to like get it. He was trying to take his money. He was like,
yeah.
I love teaching celebrities who don't know how to play poker.
And Joseph Gordon-Levitt was like, yeah, I don't know anything, you guys. But then it turned out he did. Oh wait, we loved the joke. I remember. I think one of my favorite jokes in the whole episode was when he was like, yes, I won, and he was like, that's what you call acting. I played Bruce Willis in that movie where he was like playing himself in the future, and then he was like, I didn't really understand the plot, but that's how it worked.
He got so confused. He was like, I played Bruce Willis from the future in the past, or...
I love that though, because I was like, when I saw that movie, like, I know it's a good movie and I enjoyed it, but I was still like, I don't really get what's going on. It was really, really confusing.
It was so good. It was so good that he like kind of trolls himself.
I know, basically. Yeah, you know what? I love that when celebrities can just kind of like make fun of themselves and poke fun at their own work and everything.
Oh, it's so good.
Even if like he didn't get it or not, which he probably did, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, whatever, I can make fun of myself for a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, either way, he probably knows what the reviews of the movie are, so he probably knows that, like, people are confused by it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
he knows kind of which buttons to press.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I wish we could have seen more of him. I wish he could have, like, come back for, like, a rematch or something, but...
that would have been so good. Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
We can hope.
Maybe in the future. Yeah, come back, Jessica Gordon-Levitt. I love you. I love you. Please come back soon. Anyway, so we get another focus on Scooter. I think this is like the 4th episode in a row where there's been like something like that where we had a big focus. But you know what? Actually, to their credit, this was not like a really big focus. Like they really focused on Gonzo. Like this was more Gonzo's story in this episode.
Yeah.
But it was nice that we had this like really, you know, shy guy interact with like the hippie people.
Yeah, because he wanted to expand his horizons.
Yeah.
And get out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, weren't you laughing really hard when Zoot was like, is that the real moon or is that a department store moon?
Yes. Zoot, man, I love him so much. And
then actually, you know, I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it right after, I think Floyd said, there isn't a real moon, not since the 70s.
Oh no, I didn't hear that, I was laughing too hard.
I know, I heard it, I thought that was great. I don't know, I just love the dialogue that they're writing for the Electric Mayhem in the show is so great.
Oh, it's so good. Electric Mayhem is hilarious.
I know, and you know what, maybe it comes from the fact that they're hippies and they'll just say anything, but for whatever reason, whatever subject matter they're always talking about, it just seems to make sense for them as hippies. Like, there is no real moon. And then Floyd, wait, he in the past episode was like, that's why the Earth revolves around the moon?
Yeah.
They're so scatterbrained.
Like, they don't understand anything.
They don't.
Just whatever comes to mind.
I know. But what I loved about this happened a couple times, I think I mentioned this earlier too, was that, first of all, we had Scooter and Janice talking to each other.
Right, and you said that that's hilarious because they're played by the same person.
They are. It's played by David Rudnam. He plays both characters. Now, I think the way they did that, because I've seen this done before, is probably he was probably doing one of the characters and then another puppeteer was playing the other character and then he like probably ADR'd it later, but that was still like really existential.
Yeah.
That was like still like really weird, like whoa. Like...
Yeah, and there are a few times they did that too, with a few different...
Oh yeah, and Gonzo and Honeydew were speaking to each other like directly at one point, and they're both played by Dave Goelz. Again, that was just like, and that happened like back to back too. I was like, okay, this is getting really trippy right here.
She was freaking out, it was hilarious.
It was a little weird, but it was still really cool, because like I've met all those people, and like it's really awesome, like the way they do all that, and they're all really talented, because you can't tell they're played by the same people.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. It was, I don't know, it was just such an interesting episode because it was really Gonzo's focus, and it was nice to finally focus on him for a while because we haven't seen a lot of focus on him, but then we have like all the little side characters who all had like their little jokes, and Piggy with her piggy water, I was kind of like, okay.
It's such a Piggy thing to do.
It was a very Piggy thing to do. She didn't have a lot of focus. I think, I could be wrong, but I think the next episode we're gonna have more focus on her, because...
Oh, good.
From what I read online, so I'm looking forward to that. It's a holiday episode, and during the holidays, things get emotional between people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, the emotions in this show already.
I know, right? Yeah, Denise had better be in this next episode.
I hope so.
Yeah, because we've seen her in like, what, 3 episodes so far?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. Bring her in more. We need to find out more about this character if we're gonna get invested in her. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like things are gonna get real when Denise shows up.
I hope so. If it's the Christmas season, then yes,
it has to.
Yeah. Anyway, that's for next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember if there was. I thought there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't know. It just seemed like a really simple kind of episode, and it had like such a nice. It had like. I think the ending was like super surprising how good it made me feel. I don't know about you, but me, I was like, aww. And it was nice to see, like, I don't know, Kermit just had a lot of joy. You know what I mean? Like, he was happy for his friend. He got to help his friend. And then they were just, like, so happy. Like, yay, you did a stunt. Yeah, you did. You're the greatest. Woo!
Yeah, it was a good, like, solid, happy return to their real selves.
Yeah, like you were saying before.
Like, they've kind of grown into these characters who are just so different from where they started.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice to see Gonzo going back to his real, true, happy self. Mm-hmm. And then Kermit is so happy to see it that he becomes his real, true, happy self.
Yeah,
and he did the arm flail.
Yeah, like, Kermit doesn't...
He hasn't been doing that like at all during this show. Yeah. Because he's not happy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like it when we, you know, obviously it's really funny when we focus on Kermit and like make him frustrated and like, or get him stressed out. Like, that is funny. But I think though, maybe that's why when we see those rare moments when he is like really happy and actually has like a really joyful moment, like that just makes it all the better, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
It makes us want that arm flail to be there.
Yes, exactly. It's interesting, yeah, how they've kind of like picked and chosen how like which characters they'll focus on and how they've kind of like taken little homages. Like I remember when I was talking about in the episode where Kermit had his little spa day and then later he and Ralph had that little moment, but that was like very much an homage, I think, to the first movie.
Yeah, you told me that.
You know, and now we've got like Gonzo kind of going back to all of his stunts and everything like that. I don't know, it just seems like this show has been pretty good about picking moments where they can like go back to like, remember this about the Muppets? Wasn't that great? They're still those people. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a nice reminder that they are still those people.
Yeah.
Like, we're changing things up and they're kind of being more adult right now, but
yeah,
they are still those people.
Yeah, I don't know. This episode, I think that it just, I don't know, for some reason it seemed like it had a little bit more to offer than like last week's, which was still really funny. All the episodes so far have been great, you know, but this one, I guess in the beginning when I was watching this episode, I was like, okay, let's see what this episode has to offer. But then by the end, I was like, oh, that was awesome. I loved it, you know?
It's so good. I think maybe what we like more about this episode is that this one is really exploring their kind of inner selves more.
Yeah.
The last one was kind of being goofy and being like, oh yeah, Scooter's getting a girlfriend, except not, 'cause it's Scooter.
I know.
So, like, that was fun and goofy and weird and, like, exploring different things and different sides of Scooter. This one, I think, was nice for us because we know who they are.
Yeah.
And it showed us a little glimmer of who they're...
Yeah, it brought us back to, like, why we like these characters so much.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And also can't forget Dave Grohl was in this. And
of course, Dave Grohl was in this. He was so good.
He was good. It was, you know, they were building, you know, I remember this whole week online, they were building up Dave Grohl and Animal duking it out on the drums. So we finally got to that moment where we were like, okay, let's see how this will play out. But it actually had a really funny, surprisingly, like, satisfying, like, you two kind of ending, you know?
It was so good.
It was really good.
That was the perfect ending for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like some people would have been upset either way.
If like one of them won, yeah, but it was kind of like they both did fine. And it was actually kind of suspenseful because they really just like, I don't know, like
they were going at it.
They were really going at it, yeah. Something about everything they do with the puppets on the show, like especially with animals, like how do you make a puppet like really make it look like they're drumming? It's like, it's really incredible.
It's so good.
Yeah, no, it was really, really good. This was a really cute episode. I'm personally still really excited about the next week's episode just because I've read so much about it being the holidays. And anyway, we'll talk about that next week. But I'm trying to remember what else there was. I don't know. I think that was kind of it, except for that I still really liked that they were playing Dave Grohl's song over when Gonzo did his stunt. I don't know, you know,
like he did it during the song.
Yeah, which is very much like what you would do on a regular TV show because it's, you know, documentary style. You know, I mean, I've seen them do stuff like that in documentary before, but you wouldn't normally see that in like an actual documentary, but just somehow the way that they incorporated that, it was just kind of meshed together really well, I think. Yeah, it was really nice. Anyway, I think that was kind of it. It was just kind of like, it had what it had to offer. I was satisfied, and now let's wait and see what happens in the next one. Yeah. Oh, there was one more joke that really got me personally. Oh, okay. It was when Pepe was talking to Rizzo toward the beginning, and Rizzo kept like using all this jargon, I think for... Oh yeah, that's right! And Rizzo walks away and Pepe's like, doesn't anybody here speak English? That's right, and you said that's so weird because like... Because it's Pepe. It's Pepe, he speaks Spanish. He's like the one character of all characters like asking people to speak English. It's just like... And the fact that they picked him, I know, the one character. I know. That was great. I thought that was great too. Yeah, and Rizzo and Pepe, as always. They're so good. Those two are always brilliant. They are. I love how both at the end too, they were like, we want the rock and roll and the fame and the ladies, but we trade all that for, say it with me, the ladies! It was so good. Good job. Yeah, good episode, very satisfying. Thanks, ABC! Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll do this again next week. We're probably gonna have Samantha with us next week because we were like, okay, this is the Christmas episode, it's the last episode of the season before the reboot happens. So, look forward to next week as all three of us are gonna get together again. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing the thoughts, and be sure to leave your comments below if you had any thoughts on the episode, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you later. Happy holidays! Bye, guys!